Good morning, True Hope Church family. My name is Avis, and I'm bringing you the devotion for this morning. This week, we're talking about unity and division, and I'm going to be reading from the NIV, the old NIV version, which was published in early 1980s and before, and that's my Bible of choice. I'm going to be reading from Philippians, chapter 2, verses 1 through 8. And Paul is writing to the Philippians. And most of Paul's letters to the Philippians are very encouraging. And I believe he was in house arrest when he wrote this. So verse 1 of chapter 2. If you have any encouragement from being united with Christ, if any comfort from his love, if any fellowship with the Spirit, if any tenderness and compassion, then make my joy complete by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and purpose. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourselves. Each of you should look not only to your own interests, but also to the interests of others. Your attitude should be the same as that of Christ Jesus, who being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be grasped, but he made himself nothing, taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness, and being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient to death, even death on a cross. So I think that especially in this time of getting back into whatever normal is going to be, we really need to be aware and really try to be let God be, or Christ be, an example of humility and love, and to look to others' interests more than, or at least as much as, our own, and to think as others more significant. And I just pray this for myself, that I would do this continually, that I would be willing to have Christ be my example all the time. I find that living alone, I have a tendency to think in terms of, well, I need to watch out for myself because nobody else will. And that can get me into trouble sometimes. I find these things that Paul is talking about to be really easy to do with my friends and those I like, admire, look up to, and not so easy sometimes with other people. So my prayer for myself and for all of us is to have unity during this time of difficulty, and then to carry that forward and to have that be our lifestyle, that we would be like-minded and have the perfect humility of Christ. So I thank you for listening this morning, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye now.